Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Presley, and in this video today, I'm going to be giving you my full review for Dune Part 1, so let's get into it. Now, Dune Part 1 is a movie that I have seen multiple times at this point, and it had to grow on me. When I first saw this movie in theaters when it first released, I didn't hate it, but I definitely didn't fall in love with it like I wish I did. I thought the aesthetic was really good, but I thought that something was lacking about the movie, and I thought it was a bit too slow, it was a bit too all over the place. But I've rewatched it 3 times since seeing it in theaters, and this movie's amazing. Now, I showed it to my girlfriend, and she had never seen it before. She did have some of the same gripes that I had with it the first time, being that it's a little bit confusing, a little bit all over the place, but I think in time she'll understand the movie a bit better once she watches part 2 and rewatches this film, because there's a lot of stuff in here, a lot of lore that they drop on you that unless you're familiar with the Dune universe, you're not really going to understand. So I think this movie definitely rewards you for watching it multiple times, and it definitely rewarded me because I think after watching it this many times, Dune is a great film. I give it a 5 stars out of 5 nowadays. When I first came out, I was going to give it about a 7 or about a 3.5 stars. But Dune, it really is such a gorgeous film. And I know a lot of people think that Dune Part 2 is better, myself included, but this movie still has some amazing moments in it. It feels like a big build-up movie. There's a lot of moving pieces. There's a lot of stuff happening where we're kind of setting up for the next big section, which is part 2. But on its own, this movie still has some beautiful sequences. It has some amazing fight scenes. It has some scary moments, specifically the death of Paul Atreides' father and this whole siege of Arrakis by the Harkonnens. Great time. And speaking of the Harkonnens, they are easily one of the best aspects of this movie, especially the Baron himself. Incredibly gross, ugly, disturbing. He feels like a big, menacing threat. I just can't stand seeing him on screen every time because he just gets under your skin. And that's what honestly makes a great villain, and he's one of the best aspects of this entire film. Now, one thing I really adore about this movie is the world building. Arrakis feels scary, it feels desperate, it feels dry and arid, and partly due to the cinematography and the beautiful world building that Denis Villeneuve does, because you really want to keep exploring this universe that Dune is set in. You want to explore the home planet of Caladan. You want to explore Gedi Prime, which is the Harkonnens' home planet as well. You want to keep exploring Arrakis. All of it just makes for a very cohesive film, and I think each different location feels very lived in and feels very real, even though this is a piece of fiction. Now, the character development through this film is also really good, especially Paul Atreides. Now, at the beginning, he doesn't really want to take over his father's role as the Duke, and he simultaneously thinks that he was born a freak because of his mother and her dealings with the Bene Gesserit. So we really feel this internal conflict within Paul himself, and I think that makes for a compelling character, and his arc throughout the movie all the way to the very end feels like it's very well paced and it pays off very well. Overall, while Dune does have a couple moments that maybe feel a little dry, no pun intended, overall, it is really a great movie. It's beautifully shot. The dialogue is really good. There aren't any parts where I'm like, ooh, the dialogue is a little bit whatever. I thought it was consistently good. I thought the pacing, though it was a little bit slow at times, still flowed nicely. Like, there weren't any parts that I would cut out because I think everything in this film you desperately need. That just happens when you are adapting a book as big as Dune. So yes, I thought it flowed beautifully, and overall, I love the characters, I love this entire world, and I think Dune is one of those movies, and one of those just like franchises in general, where you just want to keep watching and exploring more about it. But yes, like I said earlier in this review, I give this movie a 5 stars out of 5. I think it's a near perfect film, if not perfect. And let me know in the comments down below if you agree with my rating. What is your rating on Dune if you have seen it? If you have not seen it, I would highly recommend watching it and then watch Dune Part 2. It's an amazing duology, and I can't wait for the 3rd Dune movie to come out. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.